Traveling from Virginia over to Babcock State Park in West Virginia. There's a nice little grist mill. It's been photographed a lot, but it's a place I've always wanted to go. Here at Babcock State Park near Denise, West Virginia. I believe that's how you say it. I just waited for some people to get out of the way. Ideally, it's probably better suited for a morning shot, which I will be back bright and early in the morning. But I'm going to go ahead and see what I can get here this evening. It's a really cool place. It's way out of the way, but no hiking is involved to really get to it. Got to hike around to get a composition. It's very difficult to get a composition here. I'm thinking if the water was lower, it would probably be easier to get a composition, as you could walk out to the middle of the stream. But in any case, we're going to keep shooting and see what we can get. As you can see, the light's still pretty low. It's early morning here at the grist mill, and the light's going to come up really fast. It's a clear blue sky, so the light is going to get harsh really quickly. So I wanted to get here real early so I could get long exposure without the sun glaring off the water. It's an amazing place. And I've only seen just a little bit of it, but it's a really nice state park. If you ever get a chance to come here, you should do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep shooting here. Right now I am at f11, 8-second exposure, no filters. Basically experimenting as I go, and like I said, the light's coming up really quick. So I'm constantly adjusting exposure. If you're going to get good water shots, you really have to get out early or have a nice overcast day. When you come out early, a lot of the times the wind is very calm, and sometimes you still have leaves blowing because of the wind that's caused by the water flow. But a lot of times you can adjust for that, and like I've said in earlier videos, you can take 2 exposures, one to freeze the leaves and one to get smooth water, because nobody likes blurry leaves. Alright, so I'm going to start shooting again, and we'll see what we can get. Okay, as you can see, I'm focusing right here on this rock that's sticking up. It's approximately 1/3 of the way into the scene. There are lots of videos on hyperfocal distance. But if you're stopped down far enough, like I'm at f11, and you focus 1/3 of the way into the scene, because of the rules of depth of field, the rest of your photo is going to be really sharp. I mean, you still can make multiple exposures and do focus stacking, but a lot of times it's not going to help a whole lot. It all depends on your scene. In this case, I'm just taking one exposure, focusing right here on the rock. We're at f11, 4 seconds, ISO 100, no filter. As you can see, my histogram is over more toward the shadow side, but when you're shooting water, you just can't go too far over to the right. My in-camera metering is showing that my exposure is correct, but you have your shadow areas, you have your real bright highlights in the water, so you sort of have to find a happy medium. This is a pretty good composition because the way it's laid out here. I'm actually on a stone wall and there's about a 20-foot drop to my left, so I really can't move to the left to kind of get a better angle on the mill itself. You can actually get in the water here, but then you're really low, and unless you had a 50-foot tripod, you're not going to get the mill. I'm going to move to the other side and get a more direct shot where the water wheel is here in a few minutes. I'll take a few more shots from this composition, and I'm going to move over there. Beautiful morning. Okay, now you can see that I'm down to 3 seconds at f11 because the light's coming up. Now you may ask, why aren't you using f13, f16? The reason I'm not is because of diffraction. When your aperture gets too small, the light sort of enters the lens, bounces around. It can cause your image to be soft. So as you can see, I'm pretty sharp here on the rock, actually really sharp, and because of hyperfocal distance, the mill is still sharp as well. I'm just checking the leaves over here to the left to see if any of them are blurry. No, I'm not going to say it. Nobody likes blurry leaves. Oh, I said it. Checking the right. I want to make sure I get a solid shot before I move to the other composition because the light's coming up really quickly. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So as you can see, I'm at f11, 2 seconds, still ISO 100, no filters. Trying a vertical shot from this angle. You just got to keep working it. You got to keep moving around, trying different compositions, and hopefully you get something that really catches your eye. Okay, we're finished up at Babcock State Park at the grist mill. Didn't do a lot of recording while I was trying to get a few more images there. The light was coming up fast and I was scrambling to try to get some more compositions. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care.